What up, everybody? Welcome to the Magic Hour. I'm going to give you the Matthew McConaughey greeting today. All right, because today's a very special episode. Please welcome one of the country's best loved comedian, musician, TV star who's been entertaining us for over 30 years, but I like to say close to 40 to make him feel older.
No, I'm over 40.
No, close to 40. Has it been over 40?
Over 40.
Over 40 years, George Kapiniaris.
They once sold.
And joining us, this is going to be a mouthful, and joining us is Australian, Italian, Victorian, multicultural arts award winner, a comedian, actor, and performer with over 25 years of credits for stage and screen, Mr. James Liotta.
Thank you very much.
Welcome,
Sicilian.
And Sicilian.
And a stripper as well.
Oh,
you
wow.
forgot that part.
Okay, Sicilian. So you must have loved the Godfather picture out there.
I did actually. I did spot that. I did spot.
That's one of my prized possessions. I had that signed by Al himself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Well, before we get to it, and there's a lot to it, we made you baklava.
Yeah.
Or baklava, as you would call it.
Yeah.
Mamoul.
Mamoun, I've never heard of mamoun. What's mamoun?
It's a sweet dish.
It looks like
kind of like baklava.
It looks like a Greek cake. Is it orange flavour or
no,
is
no,
it
no,
more
no,
like
no,
a
no,
wheat
no.
sort of?
Have a try.
It looks like a ravani, which is a Greek dish. I reckon that's probably the same thing.
We got zatar, which is the one on the right, kishk in the middle, and what's known as lahm ajin, meat with inside the
Lunchy
So these sweet or savoury?
No, these are savoury. These are sweet. Okay. Now, George, because the first episode of Acropolis Now really inspired us when we loved it, we watched it and we loved it, you introduced to us a Greek delicacy / Australian delicacy, which you call chocolate cracaria.
Have you seen that episode? Chocolate cracaria.
So there is, you know what? I spent $7 just to make that joke.
We loved it. We loved that joke. We were under the pump that day in the Acropolis restaurant.
Yeah.
We didn't have Skip yet as a chef.
Yeah.
And someone said, either to Jim, I think it might have been to Jim, just make something.
Yeah.
The customers are here, make something.
Yeah.
It's the only thing he knew how to make was chocolate crackles. And then Mima had to sell chocolate crackles as a Greek delicacy.
Yeah.
Cagaria.
Yeah, it was great. Now, I feel bad for you, James, because I went all over town. I went all over town to try to find you what I believe to be your favorite cake, the panettone cake.
Oh, the panettone. Yeah.
I was looking everywhere for it.
It's only for Christmas.
I know.
Yeah.
You couldn't find a panettone in Adelaide.
I couldn't find a panettone in Adelaide. Well,
they're probably gone now. It's for Christmas.
Oh, it's only Christmas.
It's meant to be for just
but
for
sometimes they have that ones they didn't sell.
Yeah,
you know.
expired.
But then again, if they ones they didn't sell and it's past Christmas, and I'm not going to want to buy that.
No, they expired.
I don't want to poison James here.
They're like big muffins, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like, you can have them, and now they're chocolate filled.
And then in Easter, we have a similar one, but we call it a colomba, and it's a different shape.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought you a colomba once. You invited me over for Easter, and I bought George a colomba.
Well, we had a panettone the other day.
We did.
The sketches,
yeah, that's right.
Because there was a couple left over. Fantini has a lot of Italian girlfriends.
Nice.
And I said to her, and we ran out of donuts and chocolate biscuits.
we don't work. We just eat.
And I just said, is it okay if I cut up one of the panettone? She goes, yeah. Oh, it was beautiful.
It was great.
Now,
we didn't work again.
Okay. Well, first of all, George, I want to say congratulations on your Saturday Night Fever.
Thank you very much.
That's terrific, man. That was at the end.
So that's done now. It's finished.
It's finished, yeah.
Finito la musica. That's
Passato la festa.
Now you played Frank Monero Sr.
Yes.
Now, how was that transition gone from comedy to playing more of a dramatic, serious character?
There's a gear shift, but there were some comic lines in there, which I didn't know until I started playing the character.
Oh, really?
So, but I was trying to play it like Robert De Niro. I was trying to be serious.
Yeah.
But they are comic lines. If you've seen the movie, the character is a light character, even though he's trying to be the boss of the family. He's a soft character compared to Travolta's character. I tried to play him as hard as I possibly could. And there were people watching the show going, oh, we saw you up there. We didn't like you there. You're a bit angry. But that didn't like me as in not my acting.
Character.
They didn't like the character.
Oh, God.
But there's one girl.
But that's a good thing.
There's one bit where Flo, who's Frank's wife, talks back to him. And he goes, what? And I go, what? And there was one girl who's Ethan's girlfriend who's seen the show because they did it in Perth before they did it. She loved that bit. She cacked herself laughing because it took her by surprise because the other guy didn't do that.
Okay.
So she's gone, no, Frank, stop or whatever. And I've gone, what? Like, shut up. Who are you to talk? You're a woman. Why are you saying that to me? And she just loved it. So even though the character, I tried to play him as hard and dark as I could, still comedy came out.
That's terrific because Monero in the actual film, he's not portrayed very often. You don't see him much. You only see him he's only in small portions.
Yeah.
You just give John Travolta's character a hard time.
And there was a review that our director got for Drew Anthony, who put the show together in Perth originally and then took it to Melbourne. The first reviewer said, I don't know what the Monero family in the show, you hardly even notice them. And he goes, please, in this show, I want you guys to be noticed.
Wow. Yeah.
So, and we were noticed, which is good. We got some great reviews. And,
That's terrific.
Myself and Chelsea, who's the girl that played Flo, tried really hard to make them stand out, these characters. So it was a good challenge for me.
No, that's terrific. Now, James, is it true that your family owned pizzeria restaurants?
We did. We owned restaurants. Yeah. Before I was born, they owned a pizzeria.
Yeah.
And my father's still, the building's still there, but he sold it before I was born. And for many years, we used to drive by it, and he would tell me how much he should have saved that building because it's worth $3 million now.
Your father, Sebastiano.
But then when I was born, from the time I was born, we had restaurants. Yeah, ristorante. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Do you want to bring the coffee in?
It's waiting. I can see it. I can smell it. George,
bring it in.
How do you say auntie in Lebanese?
There's two ways. If it's your auntie from your father's side, there's one way of saying it. If it's your auntie from your mother's side, it's a different way of saying it. So if you're saying it from if you're saying auntie from your mother's side, it's khelti. If you're saying auntie from your mother's side, it's auntie.
Well, we're not.
And khelu,
we're from your side, so you're a male, so we'll say khed.
You can do it.
Shukran kherdi.
Look at this. Is this happening on camera too? Can we see
happening
this?
on camera and it's happening live. Nidal now is going to be famous.
What service? This is what. Look at the cups. That's what. That's Nonna style.
It's a beautiful.
You guys are getting the more special treatment than I give to the local comedians that come by here. All they get is water. Or tea or coffee if they ask. Or tea or coffee if they ask for it.
So I've got to tell you a story.
Yeah.
When I got married to my wife, her best friend was a Lebanese girl. They're from Sydney originally. But she came down to visit us and we took her to my auntie's house for lunch. So she cooked us like a roast chicken, what have you.
Nice.
And my auntie was trying to be a bit flash, because she was trying to impress the guests.
Yeah.
And she goes, my name's Kharula, as in the hairdresser in the Acropolis now, I named her after Kharula. Kharula, she goes, my name's Kharula. And Angie's taking a mouthful of food at the time. She goes, my name's Kharula, but you can call me Khara. she choked on the food.
Do you have sugar?
Yeah, 1 sugar.
Okay.
Or maybe half a sugar.
Very nice.
You want some sugar as well?
No, I'm too sweet already, as they say. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
He's having sugar. Without sugar,
you're having
straight
it in the camera.
Meaning without sugar.
Without sugar.
Yeah, it's like you're having it sour.
Yeah. He only has.
Thank you.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Wow, George, that's a lot.
Is that a lot of sugar?
That's a lot of sugar.
I got to watch. I had open heart.
That's like the Tony Montana of sugar in your coffee.
All right, I like it. Yeah.
Wow, George, that's a lot.
Come on.
Let the man have
Listen, my wife.
Let him have his candy.
Seriously, touring with James, really, it's like being with your wife.
She told me to keep an eye out on him.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
that's good.
Thank you very much. Oh, did she?
If you need some more, let me know.
She probably did.
No, she didn't.
You know,
She probably
if you need
did.
more
She's been
sugar,
all right.
All right, you ready for a taste test?
Yeah.
Is it too hot? Yeah.
All right.
Reckon it's cooled down?
It's very hot.
Let's go taste test. Yamas.
Salute.
Yamas. How do we say yamas or salute in Lebanese?
Like a cheers, but with coffee.
cheers.
Oh,
Like
kesak.
Kesak?
Kesak.
Kesak.
Yeah.
Good.
Ah, perfect.
It's hot, so I got to sip it. Yeah.
No, it's perfect. Beautiful. It's like an espresso. It's
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
But
It's
done
probably
in
a bit more in Italy. An espresso would be probably half of that.
But you don't
like
drink-
a shot of that.
You don't drink all of it as well.
You don't drink all of it.
Because the coffee underneath is like mud. It's like
Oh, really? I'm
But
first
that's
time.
the bit which you turn over. You do that as well, and you read
that
the
how you
coffee
do it?
cup. You
Oh, yeah, we do turn it over and
so
then
you
read it.
turn
Yeah.
over and you read the, and then there's a design in the cup when you turn over, and that's your future.
Right. Didn't we do a sketch about this?
We did a sketch.
Yeah, about reading coffee cups.
I didn't know how to make Turkish coffee. So
What's it called? GP chat, is it?
ChatGPT. Yeah.
Just take a photo of it and it tells you.
You're joking. Oh, can we do that?
Oh, well, I don't know.
No, I don't like it.
ChatGPT.
But surely it can't be
bad luck.
real.
I don't
It's
like
not
it.
real, right? Surely it's not real.
At the end, it's artificial. Okay, even artificial intelligence is still artificial. There's no human touch to it. They're gonna just tell you technically without any feeling towards it. I'm telling you, man. In a few years' time, somebody's gonna come back and kill Sarah Connor. It's going to happen. All right, and the way we are going, it's going to happen.
You know, it's a good trick with chat, and you're a future comic. You wanted to get into comedy?
Well, yeah, I've done sketches.
Even though you're doing
it
now, probably. So, a good trick, and Joe Vardy taught me this, the comedian. He said, get your routine and put it on ChatGPT and say, do it in the style of Seinfeld. And it'll write it out for you in the style of Seinfeld. Then you go, do it in the style of Louis C.K. And then it'll do it in that style. And it's great because then it gives you different angles on your material.
That's right. Like, so it's not about then going to perform it as like Seinfeld. Yeah. It gives you inspiration that spurs on.
I did it as myself.
New gags.
I said, do my routine in the style of George Kapiniaris, and it's gone. Well, they're these two malakas, right?
That's all it knows you for.
Okay,
that word.
Malaka this, malaka that.
Yeah.
I go, well, I better change my routine.
What do we associate with George? Malaka.
That's insane.
It's fantastic.
And okay, but and again, it's kind of scary. It's like everybody knows everything about you. It probably knows all those personal details. For all we know, if you've given blood and urine and AI knows about it, it can clone you for all you know.
Yeah,
you don't know, man.
Could. Hope so. We can do more gigs if we get more
I even
clones.
asked her for a biography. I said, can you write me a biography within 2 seconds? A biography. There was probably 3 or 4 facts that were a little bit wrong.
Oh, wow.
But the rest of it, perfect.
Because it pulls info from whatever's online anyway.
Okay, but when you read it, did it feel more like it was a summary, or did it feel like as if somebody was actually talking to an audience?
It's like I was talking to you, and then you went away and wrote a biography for me.
Okay, but was that feeling when you read it? Oh wow, this is about my life.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Oh God, okay.
I mean, I can use this.
Damn.
There was a couple of facts, like the Feb 23rd birthday or something.
Yeah.
It's pulled stuff out of wherever it can, but in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
The speed is unbelievable. Yeah.
Where was that technology during 10th grade tests? When we needed it. That would have helped us a lot.
My son's English work is very good these days.
And very quick.
You've got to be very skeptical.
Very good.
He submits really quick.
Like that.
My son's been in second year in high school. He has yet to bring a single piece of homework home and doesn't even write anything. He doesn't even know how to do cursive writing, and I'm trying to teach him how to do cursive writing.
So what year is he in?
He's in year 8 now.
Yeah, year 9. Up to year 9, I think they don't get much.
There's no writing.
But they have laptops. They have laptops in the class now. So
whatever happened to penmanship? You know what I mean? Like a person's handwriting said a lot about the person's character.
You used to have to get your pen license in primary school.
I can't look.
Remember your pen license?
I think James can, but I can't write on a laptop. I have to write it in pen.
Yeah.
Draw, write, scribble, highlight.
I write and then I type. Yeah. Just to make sure I get it right. Because sometimes I can't read my own writing because I'm running.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I can't read my own writing.
I did that. I messed up in one of my podcasts. I go, what the hell did I write here?
Yeah.
So this way, I'm glad.
Isn't there an app now where you just put it and click?
You know what? I mean, man, there's only one real app, and that's you. Do it your goddamn self. Because at least in that way, you feel more in control. I mean, apps are great. Don't get me wrong, but they'll never reach a certain level of perfection. Like. Okay, it has artificial thinking, but it still can't think creatively. That's the one thing.
It's not bad yet. It is creative.
Okay, then I never asked
It's getting better. If
I asked ChatGPT to tell me a joke, would it be able to tell me a joke or would it be referencing?
All right, so after I had my open heart surgery, I wrote down my story.
Yeah.
And then I said to it, give it to me like this, give it to me like that. And it was come up with some great jokes. And I pulled probably 2 or 3 out of what it said. Some of the jokes were like, what? What are you talking about?
There's a lot of daddish jokes still that it comes up with, but it is getting better and better.
It gives you one that you don't expect.
Yeah, or it inspires you to, like, it sets you up and then you create the gag on top of that.
Yeah, so like the one I did, I was talking to the doctor about getting an artificial aortic valve.
Oh, wow.
And they said, you can have a mechanical valve or a tissue valve. So I ran that and it said, like a Kia, you can. It's got a 7-year warranty, but every night you have to plug it into PowerPoint. I thought, what a great joke!
Wow, yeah.
I didn't think of that one.
Yeah,
but it's great. Yeah. So,
and that would have killed.
But also, we do not use ChatGPT for our shows. We write.
Yeah. No, but I think it's a good trick.
Yeah, but I'm just
we use tricks. All sorts.
We use tricks, but I don't want them thinking our shows.
Yeah, because people are going to think that it's Nonna Yiayia
and we chat
You know what?
everything.
The Beatles used tricks. John Lennon used to get the newspaper, rip it up, throw it on the ground, and then he'd go, I heard the news today, oh boy. Bum ba da 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 da.
That was ChatGPT then.
Still, at least that was a creative way of being inspired and coming.
Any trick works. Any trick works. As long as you're not pulling out someone's routine.
No, of course
and
not.
redoing it. But any trick works. You know, as long as you.
It helps. It helps.
For writing, any trick works.
But we still think.
Yeah, no, of course. we need to. Now, getting back to James. Now, your father Sebastiano.
Yeah.
He wrote and produced plays.
He did, in Italian.
For the Italian community under his production name, La Comica Variety.
Which I own now, which I've owned since, well, my dad's passed, but I've owned it for 15 years,
Now, was this your doorway into the entertainment business?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Because as a child, I worked in his productions, his plays, as an actor. Mm-hmm. He'd always make sure he wrote like a child in the show.
How old were you exactly?
I started about 8 years old on stage for the Italian community. And then as I got older, I went on and I directed a few of his plays, which I do not recommend, working with your dad when he's the writer and then you're the son directing and you're directing your dad. I do not recommend that at all, especially if it's a WOG environment. Because he always still felt like, no, I'll do it my way. I'm like, but you told me to direct the play.
Yeah, I think you have to be on an even playing field to be creative.
It's a hard one, yeah.
But what was that experience like as an 8-year-old?
Oh, look, as an 8-year-old, it's just fun, you know. Yeah. But then you grow a love for it, and you study acting and drama, and you make sure you take all those subjects in high school, and then outside of high school, you do some courses. And I did a diploma of arts for 2 years, which means I graduated. And then the rest is sort of like meeting great people who give you opportunities. You always need someone that gives you an opportunity, to showcase your stuff.
Okay.
And that opens the door to meet other people.
And the other thing is you create opportunities. You have to be,
create your own work.
You have to be aggressive. You have to get out there, push your name, do a podcast.
Yeah.
Hustle.
Produce a play, produce a comedy show. The biggest challenge is to do a one-man show in a comedy festival. That's a great way of writing material. Because you've got to come up with an hour.
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about?
Well, I collected all the material that I've done, and I've got close to an hour, I would say, but maybe I can push it to an hour because, you got to give that little pause for the audience, and take your time with the joke.
That's right.
You can probably push it to an hour.
I'm going to take that into consideration
now,
as well.
You've both done stage work and camera work. Now, on stage, I imagine you feed off the audience's energy. Now, on camera, that energy is basically invisible. Now, how does that shift your performance when you're in front of the camera?
I think it's just a different world. The camera is a different world, and it's a different style of performing for the camera than you do on stage. But George has had, with Acropolis now, that was like a blend of both, really, for you, wasn't it, George? Because you used to perform the show in front of an audience.
Yeah. There was one episode that we didn't have a studio audience.
Oh, really?
For some reason, we couldn't have one, and it was the worst one.
And they put in the canned laughter and all that to make it work.
They put the laughter in later on, but it was just, for us, it felt flat. Okay. As a performance, it felt flat.
Yeah.
Look, it came out all right in the end.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure that
we went, let's not do that again. Because what we used to do is the audience used to come in. It was in the Steve Vizard studio at Channel 7. They used to come in. We used to play with them, warm them up, entertain them, start the show, and in between takes, we'd entertain as well. So there was a vibe. There was a real vibe. In fact, all the cameramen and crew at Channel 7 would come, and they were like a fan club, and they'd sit in the back row of the studio audience, and every time you made a mistake, they'd go, shoot, go! Like that. So it was almost like...
they do that as well.
It was almost like a soccer match, and they'd be chanting.
Supportive.
So they'd be right into it. And it became not only just performing this TV story, but it became an event, a show. It was like a great show. And the tickets were free. You couldn't buy the tickets. You had to score them somehow.
TV show tickets are free. Like, being in the audience is free.
At the start, we had to rent a crowd.
Okay.
Because people didn't know the show.
Wow.
So we'd have to rent a crowd to come in and watch the show.
Because I heard, I have a lot of family members who went to New York and they went to go see David Letterman, and it's free. You just wait in line and you
TV
wait.
audiences are always free
So
tickets.
that's like,
Yeah.
wow, I had no
But
idea.
as what we were talking about before with performing, when you're performing on camera, or you're in a serious play where there's no laughter, you perform for the moment. You try and get into that zone. You know, when you perform in front of an audience, you get a vibe off the crowd. Of course, the laughter gets the adrenaline going. But in front of the camera, you perform for the moment.
Yeah.
How did that feel? Did that feel right? Did it feel wrong? Did it feel right? Did I deliver it? And I remember the last show of that Saturday Night Fever, I challenged myself. So, and it depends how you think of what you want to do with that role. And I said, today I'm going to play the part like the Monero family are a pack of wolves, like a wolf pack. And the young John Travolta character, Tony Monero, is a wolf that's going rogue. He's leaving the family and he's starting his own pack. And the challenge between the father and the son are like two animals standing off. You know, something like the lion, something like that.
Yeah, when the
when I
old one
played
gets
it-
old, the young one comes
When
and
I
takes
played,
over.
I was
kind of-
looking at him. He didn't know I was doing this, but I was growling and I was doing a bit of that. But I came off stage and one of the girls, Sophia Katos, is a young Greek actress who was one of the dancers, went, oh, wow. I'm like, wow. So she really felt it. And I really felt it because it was like I had achieved what I wanted to do.
Wow.
But it was a trick.
Yeah,
It was a little trick that I gave myself, and I pulled it off. And that even that delivery of that what at the end was almost like an animalistic thing rather than a human thing.
Yeah. Did this also like inspire the other actor that you were working with?
Well, they get a vibe off it.
Yeah.
They get a vibe off it.
To like react and do something of their own.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was one scene where I have a daughter in the scene, and we do a smacking thing. We go smack each other. And then she was getting a bit confident. Towards the end of the thing, she was hitting really hard. She's going, how hard can I hit George? And I said to her, watch out, don't hit me because I'm nice, George, off stage. But on stage,
You react.
I'm a bad man.
Yeah.
I beat you guys.
Okay.
I smack you guys.
No, that's the character you're
I
portraying.
said, be careful.
Yeah.
If you go too hard, then that's going to react. I'm going to react. And there was one, she hit me hard, and I went like, instead of like that, I'm going to smack you, I went like I was going to punch her.
Oh, wow.
But of course, Flo catches my arm and stops me. But
So I guess it's the difference between final rehearsal and the performance, right?
it's being in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, and the director says, keep it the same. Do not change anything. It's fine. It's perfect. Do not, but
You can't because, like you said, you get that energy from the audience. You get that feel, that vibe. You're in the moment.
Yeah.
You just got to lose yourself in that moment. I guess to see where it takes you. Which kind of wants me to ask this question. Now, on stage, mistakes can become magic.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, they can.
Now, on screen,
wait till you see our show.
yeah.
It's full of mistakes.
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't done it.
Well, yeah, it will be full of mistakes.
But you know what? We do a wrong line. We take it because it's a new show too.
That's great. Well, Nidal and I got our tickets for tomorrow night.
Oh, fantastic!
cool.
So we
Thank
can't
God,
wait.
that's lovely.
It's a sold out show tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I saw that you guys put like a tick over the 24th.
Well, yeah, it's sold out. Tomorrow night's sold out.
We didn't know.
I think he and I bought the last two tickets.
Is anybody going to come to the
You
show?
tipped us over the edge.
We're sweating, you know.
Yeah.
You do for every fringe. You go, is anyone going to come to this? But it's had a great response, which is great.
That's terrific. Okay, so if on stage mistakes can become magic, now on screen mistakes obviously become bloopers.
They can, but sometimes those bloopers stay in.
sometimes.
They
Which
stay
do you
in.
prefer?
They're magic sometimes.
Yeah,
Mistakes are magic too.
yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
There's the scene with Robert De Niro. You know, you talking to me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You know how that worked? Do you know the story behind that?
I heard that he was just like preparing for a character and the camera was rolling and he didn't know it was rolling and they just kept it in. Something like that. I'm
the
not
story
sure.
that I heard was Scorsese was there and Robert De Niro was delivering the line, talking to me? Again, do it again. Are you talking to me? Do it again. You talking to me? Do it again. Are you talking to me? Well, they took out his lines and they just left De Niro repeating the line over and over again.
Wow.
And that became this obsessive character.
And one of the biggest lines in cinema,
one of
cinema
the most
history.
memorable moments
Yeah.
in
Well, for
cinema.
De Niro, probably the best.
And by the way, your De Niro impression is so spot on. I really
He's
admire
good,
it. It's
isn't
great.
it?
It's terrific. It's terrific.
Yeah,
I love it.
look at that
I love
face.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. See, I've got Al Pacino's signature. If I get George's, I can just say that was De Niro.
Add it to
You
it.
know, that's
Add
terrific.
it to it.
You know, something similar happened with Leon the Professional, Gary Oldman's character, where he was saying, "Get everyone," and then he goes, "What do you mean everyone?" And then he just screams, "Everyone!" That Gary Oldman did that as a joke just to scare his co-star, but the director loved it so much he kept it in.
Yeah.
And it just shows how psychopathic his character was in that film. And Gary Oldman.
It's like the line.
great guy.
Robert
Great
Duvall.
actor.
Is it Robert Duvall who died the other day?
He passed at 95, God rest his
His
soul.
most famous line is, "I love the smell of my palm."
Napalm in the morning.
My palm.
The napalm.
Napalm. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, was that a script or was that him improvising?
Well, you can't tell. You know, I mean, like some of the greatest lines just came from final inspiration. You know,
Yeah, and they stay in. You know,
and they stay in.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
It's like Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro in Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Raging Bull?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Raging Bull.
Now, was that improvised? Can I swear in this?
You can say whatever the fuck
And
you
he's
want,
going,
George.
"You fuck my wife?
Yeah.
You fuck my wife? You fuck my wife?" Now, I'm sure that Scorsese's, it wasn't in a script. He would have gone and do that scene and just keep asking, see what the reaction is.
It's amazing how much inspiration you can get from a single director and how much it can bring out of actors.
Because it's true also that some great directors will take actors aside and give them different motivations and then put them together
Look, even-
and go, do the you do this. He doesn't know that you're going to do this, and you to
Even
get,
us when we're doing our little, and probably yourself, when we're doing our little Instagram stories or whatever, we'll try it, and then we'll try it in a different way, and then we'll try and surprise each other. You know, I remember doing a scene with Joe White. You know the comedian Joe White.
Joe White?
Telahu or telephone, I call him. Telephone.
Okay.
He's a comedian.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
We were
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
Comedy Cartel together.
Okay.
And he wanted to do some sketches. He's Ethiopian.
Okay.
Okay. And we're doing sketches, you know, from an Ethiopian point of view, then a Greek point of view. And the sketch was, and he didn't know I was going to do this. And he's gone, the idea was, "Hey, George, how can I be more Greek?" And I was going to say to him, "Well, just say Malaka a lot or something like that." But in this take, the first take, he goes, "Hey, George, can you show me how to be more Greek?" And I said, "All right, turn around." And he cacked himself laughing. He didn't stop laughing.
I was hoping not to have to bring this up, but since you brought it up, I have to tell you. I got told a joke. I don't know if we came up with it, but I heard this joke when I was like a kid, and they said the 3 guys died in a car accident: 1 Italian, 1 Greek, and 1 Jewish person. But they're stuck between heaven and hell, and they hear God's voice. If you want to enter heaven, you have to pass this whole way of temptation. If you get to the end without being tempted, you go to heaven. If you fail, you go to hell.
Right.
So the Italian guy, all 3 of them are walking, and all of a sudden, an apparition appears. A table with a bowl of pasta appears on this table, but it's the pasta that his grandmother used to make.
Yeah.
His great-grandmother. He wasn't in his life for very long, but it was the best pasta he ever had. He couldn't resist it. He ate it. Bam! Went to hell. Only 2 guys left. The Jewish guy now is walking, and he sees a penny on the floor. And he says, "You know what? My father always said, a penny earned is a penny saved." And the Greek guy is saying to him, "Don't do it. You saw what happened to the Italian guy. Don't do it." So the Jewish guy bends over, and bang! The Greek guy goes to hell. Yeah.
Yes, and
Sorry. But we had to do a gay joke.
I'm not that
We had to do a gay joke.
Please,
I'm
no
sorry.
complaints. No complaints.
commercial breaks in this.
No.
We're
it's
getting
fine,
straight
it's
through.
fine.
Okay.
You know? So, no,
Good
no
job.
disrespect to Greek shows. Yeah. No. But you went there. I had to go with it. You know.
Oh, there's plenty of those gaps.
No, of course. Now, actually, I want to get back to. I can't do this podcast without having to mention Acropolis now. Even though we mentioned it briefly, I have to address the elephant in the room. Now, I believe that discussing Acropolis now, which I believe was the birth of what I like to call. Yeah.
You've got elephants over there.
There's 2 elephants.
Oh, there you go.
Elephant statues.
I have bookcases.
He's going to go get him.
You have to address the elephant in the room.
Yes, we do.
So you got to hold it on your lap because you're. there you go.
Yeah, sorry. Very professional. There it is.
There, the elephant. Okay.
The elephants.
The elephant's in the room.
Now, Okay, because I believe during the time of the Acropolis Now is when you gave birth to what I like to call Wogganism. Because before Acropolis Now, we had great successful TV shows, like we had the Paul Hogan Show, the Norman Gunston Show, Mother and Son, Kingswood Country, Hey Hey Saturday, and so many others. But Acropolis Now, I felt like revolutionized sitcoms here in Australia.
Yeah.
Because even I saw an interview with Nick Giannopoulos, who once said about Kingswood Country, to have an Aussie call an Italian a wog on television and turn it into comedy, he thought it was unique.
Yeah, he was an Italian. Lex Marinos was Greek.
Yeah, but he was playing an Italian
Was he
character,
playing an
Bruno.
Italian, was
Yeah,
he?
he was
Bruno.
Italian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was a Greek actor, but he was playing an Italian.
Yeah,
on
famous
Kingswood
Greek
Country.
actor. Yeah.
Now, was this the moment when you, Nick Giannopoulos, and Simon Palomares began the venture for Wogs Out of Work? Was it at that
I'll tell
point?
you how it happened. How it happened. And again, with Paul Hogan was playing Italian characters. He was playing Luigi the Unbelievable.
He was.
Okay.
You're right.
I had no idea.
And if you look back, there was a clip I saw the other day where he was playing like an Aussie with an esky, and he's going, "What? No wogs, blah blah blah." So that was happening a lot. And then I saw Barry McKenzie the other day again was going poms and wogs in his dialogue. So there was a lot of that, And wog then was it was a fighting word.
Yeah. It was a one that where people took offence to.
Yeah, and so when I first started doing comedy with Simon Palomares, who's a friend of mine, we met at drama college, and we started doing stand-up together as a double act. We called ourselves the Tibaldi Brothers, and Tibaldi then was a salami that had a big salmonella poisoning scare. So we thought, what a great name for a duo, the Tibaldi Brothers.
Wow.
So we were like two it's dodgy Italian guys selling test tube babies. That was the characters, and we did a comedy theatre restaurant show.
Okay.
And that was a 2-hour show. And in that show, we had characters. We had the Greek granddad drinking coffee. We had the Italian funeral director. We had a couple of guys, which were redoing a similar sort of thing in this show, Nonna Yiayia, driving a hotted up car down Hindley Street, let's say. We had, and then the two characters at the end were Aldo and Sergio Tibaldi, who were like Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, like cabaret singers.
Oh, wow.
But, like wedding cabaret singers. So we did that. That was our first kind of venture. But when we did that, we wanted to do a show that we found funny, that made us laugh. We didn't do it for a specific reason. We said, we'll do these characters. They remind us of, what it's like to be in a Greek home or a Spanish home or Italian home or Lebanese home or whatever. And the audience came to see it. And we were representing them.
Exactly. That's how we felt.
Yeah.
When the first episode of Acropolis appeared, it was in 1989.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old when that came out. My brother was 5 years older than me. He was 15. Yeah. And when we watched this show, we felt like, oh my God, we feel important. We felt like we had a state to this country now.
But when we were doing that, there was Broccoli Productions. They were doing the Italian version of that sort of stuff.
Yes.
That sort of comedy.
Plays,
there was a few people doing it. And then Nick approached us, and he used to follow us, and Mary Cousas, they used to follow us around like groupies.
Okay.
Oh, that was really great. Yeah, fantastic. That was really great. And then Nick approached us because he was studying at VCA, College of the Arts. Okay. And he said, hey, I've got an idea for a show. Because whenever we used the word wog in our shows, it was like a fighting word. Yeah. You wog, how dare you, blah, blah, blah. He said, what about a show called Wogs Out of Work? Because we're all out of work. And I said to him, well, I'm actually not out of work. But
okay.
He goes, how's that for a show? Let's do that. And we were all in, but then I got a job doing the Flying Doctors.
That's right.
And I was playing, they wanted me to play an Italian character. And I said, I want to play a Greek character.
Yeah.
Because I'm Greek. Why would I play an Italian if I'm Greek?
Yeah.
I could give the character more from a Greek point of view. Fine. So I was doing that. The boys got together and they were going to do a wedding show. You're like a Dimbula, but with with Italian and Greek characters. And that changed because they met a girl called Maria Portesi, who was Italian, from a show called Handspan. And they put together a sketch show, again, like the Tibaldi Brothers, which became Wogs Out of Work.
Wow. And this is the kind of information I couldn't find.
And that was part of the first International Melbourne Comedy Festival. So the headlining show for that was a show about a football club where everyone was nude in the football club.
Okay.
No one went to that show. They didn't buy it, but they all went to see Wogs Out of Work. It was in the mainstream. It was 10:30 on a, during the comedy festival, a late night show in a small theatre. From that, it went to a larger theatre, then the Athenaeum Theatre, the Palais Theatre, the Enmore Theatre. In South Australia, they came to South Australia. They wouldn't allow it on the radio. They wouldn't advertise because they said it was derogatory and rude. In the end, they couldn't fight anymore because it sold out shows at the festival theatre. So it became huge. And then a guy called Hector Crawford, who ran a company called Crawford Productions that did Flying Doctors and Homicide and all those big, Prisoner and all those big TV shows at that time.
Yeah.
Went to see the show. He didn't understand the show, but he knew that there was 1,000 people in that audience laughing their heads off.
He saw something special, definitely.
Yeah. And he said to one of his producers, he goes, go talk to that George guy in the Flying Doctors. He knows these guys. See if they can do something together. So they approached us and they said, do you want to do a TV show like The Comedy Company, which is a sketch show? Do you remember The Comedy Company?
I remember
with Mark Mitchell, Con the Fruiterer.
Con the Fruiterer,
King Gingell, it was Colin. And we said, no, we don't want to do a sketch show. We're actually into we love sitcoms like Cheers and Happy Days and those sorts of things. Why don't we do a sitcom? And they went, fine, write it. And we've gone, what? We write it for TV. How do we know how to write for TV?
Yeah.
We're just young comedians. I mean, don't worry, we'll give you the best in the business. And they gave us a guy called Andrew Knight. Okay. He was still the best writer in Australia, and a team of script editors and story writers. And off we went, and we wrote the first pilot, and then we had a TV show.
And that's when Wogganism hit nationally.
And that's when that went mainstream.
Wow.
And the Wogs next door, which people used to be scared of the Wogs, like they're scared of, let's say, Persians and Sudanese and, Indians and whatever. That's what the Greeks and Italians were like then.
Yes.
And the Lebanese.
Yes.
Oh, who are they?
Oh, no,
we fear them because we don't know them. We're scared of them.
No, I know that very too well.
The show started and they went, hey, they're not bad. Oh, they're nice blokes.
No, because the treatment, even the treatment that we got at school changed. When Acropolis Now came out, we were all of a sudden the cool kids. Yeah. They wanted to hang out with us because of Acropolis Now.
And I was kids going, I wish I was Italian.
Exactly right. Like when I was 7 years old, I was walking to school. This old man was walking past me, and I will never forget what he said to me. He walks past me and goes, "How you doing, there, little camel jockey?" And just kept on walking. Yeah. And I had no idea what he meant. I was 7. I remember when I came home and said, "Mum, this old man called me a camel jockey." He goes, "What did he look like?" Well, he was old, he was white, and he was a man. I mean, what more description can I give you? Right? But even with old people later on, that changed. I said, "How you doing, mate? How you doing, mate? How's it going, mate?" And they didn't try to talk like me, like Wogs do, basically. Yeah. And it's amazing how much impact your show had on all of us. Yeah. It's like all right, you're accepted now.
It took away that fear factor.
Yeah.
And that's what creates racism, whatever. It's the fear factor.
Because
it's the unknown.
They're always afraid of what they don't understand.
I wrote a song once about aliens coming to Earth.
Aliens?
Aliens. But they were treated like us, us migrants,
Yeah.
And, what if aliens came? All of a sudden we'd be racist towards aliens.
Pretty much. I think we will. We definitely will. There was a joke by Mitch Hedberg. Have you ever heard of Mitch Hedberg? He's a great one-liner comedian, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Right, he goes, I met this guy who's such a non-racist. He goes, I don't care if you're black, white, brown, or purple. And I was like, come on, man. We have to draw the line somewhere. To hell with purple people, unless they're choking.
Yeah. Now Greeks and Italians apparently are white. We're not ethnic anymore.
We're not. We can't get a television show.
No, we
anymore.
can't. No.
You're not white. You're light. There's a difference.
Light.
Yeah. We are light. We are not white.
We consider ourselves as olive.
Okay. Olives.
Yeah.
They doing
green and black.
And I did my DNA test. I did on one of those websites, and I found out that I was a little bit Middle Eastern.
Mm. Oh, really?
I was a little bit Balkan. I was a little bit Italian. I mean, we're all from that area.
Yeah.
There is a connection between all of us, We're not from that point. We're from everywhere. The bloodline comes from everywhere.
Wow. That's amazing. Now, with the shows like Fat Pizza and Super Wog and all these people that came out, don't you feel that they are standing on your shoulders? They probably wouldn't have gotten to where they have if it hadn't been that you put in the foundation for Acropolis
Look, I think it's the next step. I think it's progressive. They're not taking from us. I think it's progressive, you know.
But do you think it would have happened had Acropolis Now not had existed?
Who knows? Because Paul Fennick was a young Maltese guy.
Mm.
It's hard to know because some of the ones that are successful were very young when Acropolis Now came out, or some weren't even born.
Yeah, of course.
So potentially,
like Sushi Mango.
Yeah,
weren't born when we were. I think they're under 40.
Okay.
Okay, so they're doing stuff similar to what we were doing then, but they weren't born yet. So they created their own jokes like we did, and what made them laugh, you know, at the dinner table or in the backyard when they were playing, you know, pretending to be their parents or their grandparents. Same with James, same with you, same with all of us, you know. So, okay, we kind of pioneered, but it's not our idea. It's a common idea, you know. And now you've got our friend Joe White that we talked to before telling his story about coming over, you know, with a single mum and a family of 6, you know. They're our stories. They're our stories. We are Australian, but Australian means not just Anglo-Australian. Yeah. We're from somewhere else.
Yeah, you should never forget your roots at all.
We saw a girl last night doing a show, Eloise.
FDOS.
FDOS? I was going to say FDOS, but FDOS.
She probably gets that a lot, but FDOS.
And she's a Greek Macedonian girl from Perth. And that show was the next level.
Wow.
That was the next level. She still talked about her heritage in the show, and we were in the crowd, so she enjoyed bantering with James. She did a scene with James.
That's true, okay.
But it wasn't about ethnicity. It was about being a woman.
Yeah.
You know, so she's taken it to the next level, which I thought was amazing because in the end, that's what we do because we'll assimilate. You know, my sons do have Greekness in them, but they're very Aussie as well.
Yeah, they've been very Australianised. They were born here, raised here.
Or Americanised, actually. They're more Americanised than Australianised, to tell you the truth. In this day and age.
Yeah.
You know, my sons listen to rap music. They don't, you know. But then they get to a stage, like they hit 16, and all of a sudden they're playing Greek songs on the radio in the car. I didn't show you this. Where'd you get this idea from?
Yeah. No, a lot of it's like that because 88 was when NWA came out, and we were listening to NWA. We were listening to NWA and then watch Acropolis Now. And when we got to our teen years, we get more in touch with our roots. We started listening to Lebanese music as well. Yeah. So you broaden your horizons as you get older.
And you're grabbing from the other day we had a table of boys at our house. Hey boys, what are you doing? Oh, we're going to have is it a shishka?
Yeah, shisha.
Yeah. Shisha. Oh, you want? Oh, so I had to get my shishka, which is a present from my friend from Dubai.
Yeah.
And put it in the middle, and they were smoking a shishka, and that was their night out. Having the shishka.
I have it in my backyard every night.
You're Serbian, you're Greek, I don't know what you are, Indian, whatever you guys are, you're having a shishka.
They're all doing shisha.
This is Australia.
Yeah.
This is where we're from.
Yeah.
And why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to take my shisha to my university every Tuesday. Yeah. I smoked right in the middle of the plaza. I don't think anybody till this day has ever done that. Because I only had one class on Tuesday from 10 to 12. Then I had the rest of the afternoon off. I'd wait for my friends to finish. I'm in the middle of the plaza smoking the pipe in front of everybody.
Fantastic.
It was great. It was a great time. It was a great time. Now, I found, which I'm sure you've seen before, because when I was doing your research, you and your father.
That's me and my dad, yeah. Are you doing research or stalking? What are you doing?
No. Stalking was me standing outside of your house.
That's me and my dad. That was a play. That was the image for one of his plays. He wrote a play about a movie director and a private investigator who go to business together because they can't make any money, so they come to business together. And I was the movie director and he was the private investigator. And they basically solve a case, but the director makes a movie out of it at the same time. And that was one of our little...
Well, that's the storyline to Anaconda, isn't it?
I have seen Anaconda. Yeah, similar, yeah. It's funny you bring that picture up. That's sitting on my desk in a frame at home.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that? No, because I was just, that's the only picture I found because I was doing.
My father?
Yeah, because I found out
right.
about how your dad was a producer and writer.
Yeah.
Wow. Then this picture came up. And I was like, oh, I'm going to print this, make sure.
Thanks.
I want it. Now, so you guys have worked with some of the same people. You've worked with Paul Finnick. You've done Fat Pizza.
Yeah.
You've done
we did local council.
Yeah, local council.
And
something called Daradong.
Yeah, that's local council.
Yeah. Now, when was it that you two got together and said, let's do Nonna Yiayia? How did Nonna Yiayia come to be?
Well, we've been working together for many years now.
Yeah.
Different shows, different tours,
different lineups,
all kinds of stuff. Yeah. But last year,
Yeah.
That trend was happening online where people were animating themselves.
Yeah.
And, like through ChatGPT, these trends, and you can turn yourself into an animation.
Over the years in our comedy shows, we've had scenes where Nonna, Maria, and Yiayia meet.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was on a plane. We did a show. We were on a plane during the pandemic, and we were wearing masks.
Okay.
Talking to each other. The second scene that we did was in the show with Gab that we did recently.
Yeah.
And we met at a cemetery. And you were looking for your long-lost brother, who apparently was my husband.
Yeah.
So in the scene. So we've had, and we love doing these scenes. They're great. James does his own solo stuff, and I've done Ellie a few times as well.
We like bringing the characters together.
So the characters live in a similar world.
Okay.
And so James put together, there was a thing with the AI where you did a action figure of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So he did an action figure of
I saw you guys post things like that.
Ellie and Maria together. And that got a great response. So I just said, and then there was a Pixar thing where you did a Pixar version of yourself. So I did a Pixar version of not the Nonna Yiayia show. And it got over 1 million views, like 1.3 million views.
Wow.
People from America, people from everywhere going, when's this show on? I love this show. My grandmother's Greek and the other one's Italian. I'd love to show my kids this. This is amazing. When can we see? And
that
James
story.
and I are going, no, it's not a show. It's just fun picture. It's just an idea. Well, look, we could do a show. Well, we got to see this show. And we've just gone to each other, should we just do it?
So then when we released the poster, it got a great reaction because they're like, oh, wow. Like they kind of remembered it from having liked it. Mm-hmm. So people were like, oh, this would be great to see, And
so how long have you been doing Nonna Yiayia?
To be honest, that character, I've been doing that character for 20 years live.
Wow.
So when other people come out and do characters, they forget that there's been a lot of other people that have done characters. Yeah, and the first time I did her character dressed like that was about 20 years ago.
And Ellie was a part of a play, like a Sue Townsend play.
So they've been around.
So Left Theatre was it was called the Queen and I.
Okay.
And I did it in Adelaide at the State Theatre.
Wow.
And I played a young guy who was chatting up Lady Di. We were next door neighbours because the family went broke and they moved to Elizabeth, the royal family. And I was a Greek guy next door and I was chatting up, flirting with Lady Di. And then she'd come into the house and then I'd go off and I'd come on as Ellie, like a quick change, and then keep going back and forth as different characters. So that costume, a girl in Adelaide, a friend of mine, Gabby Brown, made it for me for this show. So that was probably 35 years ago.
Wow.
But can I also say that 20 years ago, we didn't have the social media. So social media has really opened up the audiences for all these kinds of characters, So while I was playing it 20 years ago, but you'd have to know what show, come see the show to see me in that. Now, with all the sketches that we do online,
and also
you
for
can
a
see
comedy
it,
festival, a fringe festival in Adelaide, you'd need a poster.
Yeah.
That was first job, was to design a poster, make a poster, and then put it up and distribute it. We haven't made it. We don't have any posters. For the show. So social media.
They're online, basically. Yeah.
I've got online posters.
Yeah.
You almost you go, there's posters, and I've gone, hey, we didn't make a poster.
But you almost don't need them.
It's probably not necessary.
You don't need
it. I think posters would probably work for those who haven't reached the heights yet. They really want to self-promote. Just so they can get around.
But it's more decoration than anything.
But
It doesn't.
George and James, you guys are known names. Well, at least more known than the majority of the people that enter the Fringe.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, depends. Like we have an audience and a following. There's a following.
Audience, a lot of people they're taking the risk.
For the first time, for the first time. Yeah,
so
that's right.
Everything they got, they had to.
Yeah, they pump it out.
Yeah, so it just kind of works differently just to get your foot through that door.
We have a poster. It's just online though. Yeah, we haven't done distributions of.
We've got flyers, but we haven't. Printed the poster.
Well, okay. Well, this leads me to the segment which, thank God, was successful, called Fan Questions. Maybe you read this on some of them, okay? But
this is a regular thing you do?
No.
Okay.
Because I mainly interview local comedians in here in Adelaide. I'm trying to give them a platform. Tell their story, and they haven't reached those level heights yet. Maybe some will, maybe some won't. I don't know, but
we all start from somewhere.
And the reason why I do a podcast is because I've got all this equipment. I'm not going to let it go to waste. When I was in Bahrain, I was doing one sketch every week, or every second week I was doing a sketch. I've been back here for 2 years. I've only done 3 or 4 because I need brave actors. Some of my stuff can be really out there. But so you know what? I need to use my time, and I might as well do something productive with it. And look what it led to. It led to you guys being here. So this is a huge thing for me, and I'm really honoured to have you guys here.
Thank you
you're very kind.
All your promotion and all your help.
No. My pleasure.
We feel like it's been like there's a countdown that's happened. It's like for the last month.
For
20 days to go, 10 days to go, 5 days to go. We thought we were going to celebrate New Year's Eve here.
Just before, a few days ago, I just realized, I said to myself, you know what? I want to do like a Tony Soprano thing. I want to do a psychiatry thing. I want to talk to a therapist.
We saw that.
I want to do something like that. So that came like all of a sudden.
But you know what? It's a creative way of promoting an episode of your podcast, because otherwise people just put up
every idea is a good idea. It's the secret to theatre sports or improvisation. Never block an idea. James will come over to my place to rehearse, and I'll go bring Maria in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, let's just rehearse. No, bring Maria. I've got an idea. We've got an idea. We'll do one, and then we'll do another 3.
Okay, wow.
So it's just being brave enough to just do it.
And that's where our characters live, by the way, in a bag.
Okay.
Yeah, they go, where's Ellie and Maria? They're in a suitcase.
I hope she's in that bag.
I hope so too. Otherwise, your costume designer's here anyway, so she can whip one up.
Yeah. First question is from a Canadian comedian named Kent Michael. He's Canadian. He said, having not grown up in Australia when it had great sketch shows and sitcoms, what would be your recommendation of great Aussie comedy?
You're talking about on TV?
Yeah, he's talking about sketch shows and sitcoms.
We've mentioned a couple already. I mean, I'll throw, you've got to throw in Comedy Company and Full Frontal. Or fast Forward. But there was Fast Forward before there was Full Frontal. In terms of sketch,
they were the D generation originally.
Yes, there's got the D
they
generation.
Were around the same time as us. So they were doing the comedy clubs and we were doing the comedy clubs. So, and that was Magda Zubanski as well. Big names.
Wow. Second question from...
Can I continue?
Yes, go ahead.
My all-time legendary Australian comedian would have been Graham Kennedy, I think, who's the best.
I remember Graham Kennedy.
So Graham Kennedy hosted his own... He was like Rove.
Yes, he was.
Successful, but in Melbourne Tonight.
Yeah.
And he and Bert Newton.
I remember.
Then Don Lane. But Graham Kennedy was a master. And even later on in his older years, when he was doing a late night show with John Mangos, remember that?
He was Coast to Coast.
And George Denise.
And then he also did Blankety Blanks.
He was still brilliant. And he didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit. And those days you had to give a shit.
Yeah.
Because, there was tougher restrictions then. But one example was they'd give him a product to advertise, dog food. So here's your dog food. And during the show, okay, here's your dog food. The dog's here. Let's give him some dog food. There's the dog's happy. That's your dog food. Okay, make sure you buy it at the supermarket. Okay. Well, he didn't do that. Everything he could do to not promote the food, he would do.
Oh, wow.
The dog would do his business at the back. He'd be laughing. He'd be eating. He'd be trying the dog food. He'd be rolling over. He was just a genius.
Yeah. But in essence, it promoted the product even more. It's indirect. It's more creative.
People wanted him to promote even more.
Correct. Yeah. It's like because
it was funny.
It was like when they did those Nike commercials. They never showed the product. They just showed somebody exercising.
Yeah.
And they just said, just do it. And then you see the product at the end. But it had nothing to do with the product. You just see somebody working out.
The best commercials, the best advertising is when you don't even know what the product is till the end, you know, because you're consumed by the entertainment value of whatever is being presented to you.
They're selling the idea before the product is even mentioned.
Yeah.
And that is the very unique
Mind you,
way
there
of
are
doing
some ads now where you go, what was that ad about?
Yeah.
Oh, some are too
even know
obscure.
about that.
Yeah, some are too obscure, too creative.
Oh God!
Yeah.
That reminded me of something that Dave Chappelle once said because he was watching ads that didn't make sense. And I was watching this ad about this woman talking about how she was being abused by this man, and at the end it was like, "You got milk?" Because it was about milk. It had nothing to do with the product at all.
Yeah, but it got to suck you in somehow. Some genius creative person went, right, this is going to suck them
Someone's
in.
on meth, right? All I can say.
They'll watch the
heck?
25 seconds. Oh, it's milk. Okay.
That was just genius. Okay, second question by Scotty the Body, also known
Scotty
as
the
Scott
Body.
Burton. He calls him Scotty the Body. Yes, I mentioned you, Scotty. He goes, serious question for George. Did you or any other cast or crew experience bigotry or racism from the network during the Acropolis Now days?
Not really from the network because that was really our show. We were creators and writers and what have you. But on the Flying Doctors, before then, there was a bit. As a young Greek guy entering that world, there was a bit of that.
Because were you the only ethnic person in the cast of that show? Because they were
I think I was,
all Aussie, all white Aussies there, right?
Oh, yeah, New Zealand and Aussies.
Okay.
But from the crew, there was a little bit of this, there's a bit of that. You could feel it.
Yeah.
And if I did something, I'd be told off properly.
Wow.
If I did something that was... Whereas if it was Robin Williams, they'd be going, oh, fantastic. Yeah, do that again. If I tried something like that, I'll stick to the script, please.
Yeah.
It was kind of...
if you tried on camera to give a little bit of extra...
or something, or I was too flamboyant, or I was mucking around.
Yeah.
There'd be a letter sent to me.
They'd pull you in.
Do not do that, And then the crew sometimes would arc up a bit as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were the Aussies, and But mind you, in the crew there was a lot of ethnics as well
in the crew,
which is fantastic.
Yeah,
and the long, the more I was in there, Pino Amenta, who was a director on the Flying Doctors.
Didn't he also direct a couple of episodes of Acropolis?
Directed a couple of series. Then he did his own show Altogether Now.
Yeah.
So
Altogether Now, I remember that. Yeah.
Which had another ethnic in the cast, Bruno Lucia.
Bruno Lucia was in it. Yeah.
He's the one that inspired me to answer the phone like that.
Oh, yes, he used to answer the phone like that. He used to flip. That's right. Chicken back. Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. We don't have those phones.
In those days, and some of the older actors were a bit, you're one of them young, you say fuck a lot, don't you? Eh? They were a bit kind of threatening, But they was standing their ground, but you just work your way around.
Yeah, of course. No, that's how we have to do it.
You sweet talk them a bit, and then they're all yours.
Okay. The final question, the fan question segment, is by Ben Petch. How much inspiration did your grandmothers have in your current portrayal?
Now, my family, yes. So a lot of my character stuff comes from my family, especially Mimo. When I was playing Mimo on Acropolis Now, I had things about my uncles, my aunties, my godparents. But my grandmother, I couldn't stand my grandmother.
Oh, really?
My brother loved her, but I couldn't. She annoyed me. She was too pushy.
Oh no.
So my grandmother in Greece, I loved because she was like me, very similar personality. But she was annoying, the one here in Australia. So I didn't get much out of her apart from that bitterness.
Okay.
I got that out.
Oh, that's sad to hear.
But my aunties, my uncles, it didn't matter what sex they were. Anything that's kind of juicy, I put it into my characters.
Because I think that's the way the characters develop as well. Like they're an amalgamation of bits and pieces of, for me anyway, my mum, my grandmother, my auntie. Like there's bits of everybody in there.
Even the negative things, you take those on.
But all kinds of things, personality traits, and then you mould them into a new heightened character.
Because Maria and Ellie have a few arguments in this show.
Okay.
Yeah. How can you not? How can you not?
Can't wait to see that.
Because she's an Uber driver, Maria.
Yeah. She becomes an Uber driver.
Becomes an Uber driver.
For one day only.
Okay. So is that why you had trouble finding my place?
No, that was the actual Uber who had trouble. Wasn't coming up. It finally came up. Believe it or
Oh
not.
God, I
Yeah.
was scared there for a second. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, I thought I was having nightmares that something was going to go wrong.
Actually, our Uber driver became a creative comedy director.
And then I've looked up your address, and there's like 17 suburbs with the same address. I'm going, oh no.
Oh no.
So I thought maybe it wasn't the address, and I thought maybe it was a suburb next door. And then I'm going, which one? I go, how far away is it? You know, and anyway.
Oh, we found it.
Thank God. Well, okay. I conducted a little fun activity here where I have printed.
I love your preparation. Can I
Yeah,
just
it's
say
it's
that?
been
You
really
are
cool. Yeah.
the most
Thank you.
organised
Yeah, yeah.
podcaster I've ever met in my life.
Oh wow! Thank you so much. I did put a little bit of thought into this one.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Now, and I hope you guys will have fun with this. What I've got in my hand here are Donald Trump quotes.
Okay.
Okay, which I would like for you to say in certain characters that you have played. Like you can either, I want you to read the quote first, and you decide if you think it better come from a Mimo or if it comes from your Nonna or it comes from Ronald McDougall. All right, any character, I want to hear these quotes from characters that you have played.
Well, I only ever played one, so.
Okay, but you've also played Lino.
Oh yeah, Lino, but he's like a walk. Yeah, he's like a version of me. Just
I'll tell you
walking,
what,
yeah.
like cards, pick. You
right.
pick first. Right, pick
Can I
one.
do mine in Anthony Albanese?
You can do any one you like, any character you think you want. All right, I'm gonna leave them here, and you just continue to pick. All right, until we do them all. I actually printed one more that I forgot to cut out, but let's just hear what you guys have got. George, you go first.
So my favourite part of Pulp Fiction is when Sam has his gun out in the diner, and he tells the guy to tell his girlfriend to shut up. He just tells her, shut up. Tells her to shut up. Tell that bitch to be cool. Say, bitch, be cool. I love those lines. I really love it. I love Penny Wong too. She's nice.
Whew, okay, that's one. I'm
going to do it as the Uber driver that gave us a lift.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you why I've picked that after I've done it. People said we couldn't do it, but we did. We built it. It's big, isn't it? And I chose that because they all say, isn't it, at the end.
My dad used to say, isn't it?
Or Indians love to say,
isn't it?
They go, isn't it?
Give us
Isn't
another
it?
one. Let's
Isn't
do
it?
another one.
Okay.
And that said, isn't it, at the end.
So that was that a Donald Trump?
Yeah, that's a Donald Trump quote. If you're done with the quote, give that to me.
wish I could do Donald Trump.
I'll just put them away.
Yeah, I can't
Can
do
you do Donald Trump?
Nah, not really.
All right.
I'm not big on impersonations,
Oh, okay, hang on.
except for my nonna.
All right, here's another one. And here's another one for you.
I'll do mine as Penny Wong.
Okay.
Yeah, go. My phone. Just a minute. I don't like critics. Critics, people that haven't achieved as much as I have. Yeah, haven't achieved as much as I have. Good stop.
That's a good penny.
I'll just do a little bit of Lino.
You do Mimo?
No, Lino. I can't do Mimo.
I got your
Do
Mimo.
Mimo.
No, I got your Mimo right here. But okay.
I'll do it in Mimo.
This one has to be
You've got
Mimo.
to do. You've got to do me. I do. Well, look, we have the best people. Our people are top notch. No one can beat our people. That's it.
That's good. You know, it actually sounds more effective coming from that than it does from the voice. Now, this one, I hand-picked this one from Mimo.
Mimo.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I know a lot of people that are shivets.
Short and sweet, that one.
Is that not a Mimo quote? That was like written for Mimo. Okay, hang on. I'll try to find something that's funny. Okay. This is a nice one for you, James.
For me. I'll just do a bit of Maria on this one. That's all.
Oh, yeah, Maria.
I'll just do a bit of Maria. Yeah. It's really cold outside. They are calling it a major freeze, weeks ahead of the normal. Man, we could use a bigger fat dose of global warming. It's actually quite interesting because it's not like dialogue that the character would
It's funny
use.
seeing you do Maria when you're not Maria.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's really odd to do it without the wig and the
It's like
character.
she's in hospital. She's not.
She's having problems.
I have so many, but we're not going to do them all. This will be the last one, okay? Have a look at that. That's for you. Any character you decide to want.
Go, Georgie!
Thanks, Benki. Can I do it as my character Stan?
As you like.
I don't have that character yet, but it's a character I'm developing.
Sure.
His name's Stan.
To me, blunt people would vote for me. They just would. Why? I tell you why. Maybe because I'm so good looking. Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. I like this one. Okay, you know what? No. I lied. This is the last one because it's a short line, and we want to end with you, James.
I'll give it to George.
Okay, up to you.
No, I've had. Did I go first?
Yeah, but you've got a bigger range of accents. He does. It's true. I'll have to recycle mine and go, Lino.
My tweets.
De Niro?
De Niro, yes.
My tweets are the best tweets. They are the best tweets. Huh? You tweeting to me?
Yeah.
Huh? They're the best.
See? Told ya.
That's some good stuff. Okay. I like that was good.
We've heated you up, mate. We've
Can
heated
you
you
do
up.
Trump?
Can I do Trump?
I can't.
I never even attempted.
Guys.
I don't know. I've never attempted.
Some people
Trump.
can do it really
I've
well.
never
Best
attempted
ideas,
Trump.
they're the best.
Okay. No, you already said that one.
I go Brooklyn when I.
We're going to make
I've got one here that I haven't got
America.
yet. No, I'll do one. I know. Again, you said that one too. Here we go. I'll try. I'm not a Trump person, but we'll try. I have to do the hands.
Yeah,
hands.
it's
Gotta do the
great.
hands.
Yeah.
Right?
Love it.
That's what he does.
We cut taxes more than the biggest tax cut in history, as biggest regulation cuts in history.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the quote.
And he does that,
Never done Trump before in my life. I just know the mannerisms.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got that.
All right. Now
I love it. Love that.
we have reached what I like to call the existential part of the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Opa.
All right. So we want to get in deep here.
Deep.
All right. So I got a question for both of you, but starting with George.
Okay.
George, do you feel more Greek, more Australian, or permanently stuck in cultural limbo?
I'm more Australian than Greek.
Okay.
Even though people think I represent Greece, I'm more AC/DC than Nana Muscuri. When I have moussaka, I put tomato sauce on it.
Oh, no.
Because
George.
You don't do
tastes
that.
like shepherd's
You
pie.
put oh no.
When I have
No.
fakes, which is lentils again,
No.
I put a big thing. My wife goes, "How can you do that?" And the one thing that I did once, because I'm a very fussy eater, so I don't eat dulmatis. You know dulmatis?
Yeah.
But they kind of look like sanchoy bao, which is, I love that Chinese dish, sanchoy bao, which is wrapped in sort of leaves as well.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? For me to eat dulmatis, one day, I'll just put soy sauce on the dulmatis.
No.
And they tasted like caca. They tasted
good.
terrible.
Were you-
I'm very Aussie. And one girl asked me once, I was in Greece, in a little village. It was like a caravan park, sort of. We were staying at the caravan park. And Australia was playing Japan.
Okay.
Okay. And Timmy
Cahill.
Timmy Cahill scored the goal, and I did a lap around the caravan park celebrating.
Yeah.
And our cousin goes, "Wow, that's a bit of an overreaction. Would you have done that if it was Greece?"
Yeah, I was going to
And I
ask
go,
that.
"I don't know if I would have."
Yeah.
So
I'm sure you celebrated when Greece beat Portugal in the 2003 or 2004.
yeah, we were
European
going
Cup.
off. We were going off. We were at the Enmore Theatre. Was that at the Enmore Theatre?
2005. One of these years.
Wherever it was, but we went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And and we partied. But if it was Greece versus Australia, who would I go for?
Yeah.
I don't know. Would it be Australia or Greece?
Well, you just said you're more Australian than Greek.
Yeah, I went to and that's the thing, again, with my kids, you know, I thought they were more Australian than Greek, but then my son's playing Himelinas,
And
and I'm going, I didn't teach you this. Where did you pick this from?
Yeah.
So, so yeah, once I said to my dad, I was just angry with someone. I went, fucking Greeks. And he kicked me out of the house.
Well, you know,
He was so
that's
angry
fine.
with me.
I said fucking Lebanese as well. You know, I mean, like, even though I was raised here, I did my best not to adapt that particular accent. You know how what's going on here?
yeah.
I just didn't want that.
But you know what? I still got Greek pride.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
have it. And watching, say, Eloise last night in a show, I just had that feeling, that feeling that I was really proud of her.
That's great.
Because she's a Greek and a young Greek doing so well. You know, with other performers, you know, Anthony Lugashi or, you know, all those young comedians that are coming through have Greek heritage. I'm all for Anthony Lugashi asked me to support him in his Enmore show.
Oh, wow.
Now, for me to support him, it's kind of a backward step.
Yeah.
But I go, no, I want to support this young guy
Yeah.
because I like what he does and I want to be there for him.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question of support later on after James. James, does culture shape your humor or does humor reshape your culture?
Well, it's a very intellectual question.
Thank you.
What was the second way you said it?
I'll repeat the question. Does culture shape your humor or do you feel that your humor reshapes your culture?
No, I think culture shapes my humor.
No doubt.
I don't think I do. Yeah, definitely.
You don't put a little bit of James into...
You do, but I've got to take it from somewhere.
But, you know,
so-
portraying and performing characters that are being a part of festivals, what you do actually inspires people
It may.
in that culture.
It may, but initially to create it, I'm inspired by the culture initially.
With Sushi Mango once, we had a bit of a standoff.
Oh, really?
Because they were doing shows and I was doing shows and I was kind of... And then I said, why would you go see them when you can come and see us live, blah, 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 blah. And they stopped me at the airport and they went, hey, we were big fans of yours. Like, why are you saying that? I was just trying to fire up the crowd and blah, blah, blah. They go, no, but we really loved you when we were growing up. We did this because of you,
Yeah.
you know. So, and from then on, I kind of went, nah, I shouldn't be so rough with, you know,
Yeah.
the competition.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know, but sometimes healthy rivalry can help both sides.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
And that's what I was doing, banter and all that sort of stuff with the crowd because the crowd gets fired up, you know, in the comments.
And
I said, look, don't take it personally. I wasn't doing it to you. I was
Yeah.
just doing, you know, trying to get them to come to
But it
us.
can also increase sales in such a way.
But you know what? It's not a good thing to do. I
Okay.
found out in the end. It's basically promote yourself and do a good job.
Yeah.
You know, and
I get- maybe-
support everybody else.
I think in the world of comedy, it's not as rival as you would say, like in terms of musicians or even particularly rap groups. You know, you always have rivalry with that, and whenever there's a rivalry in rap groups, ticket sales just go crazy.
Well, look at the big
the whole
Tupac
Biggie and
versus
Tupac thing,
Biggie
you know,
thing.
All right? But it's still happening today. But now it's just through this, you know. Eminem with Ja Rule, for example, there was a big thing going on there, but it got people wanting to know more and buy. But I don't think that same kind of tactic will work in the world of comedy.
Yeah, no, I think the kind of the fellowship is better than the competition. I think the competition's negative and it hurts comedy and it hurts you as an entertainer.
Yeah.
So if you can find a way to promote your friends or be a part of their podcast or, you know, join forces or do something or shows together, I think that's a better way to be.
But I do think we've diverted completely off the question, though. Like,
What was the question again?
Yeah, go back.
Our culture,
Yeah,
but that's about inspiring
So,
something. But you
but-
performing, I'm sure you're inspiring young
It might inspire them, but in terms of your question, I think the culture inspires me first before I inspire
Before you-
anyone or any culture.
Yeah.
I take from the culture for whatever I do and create from that. You know.
Well, the next two questions are for the both of you. George, you can go first. When did you realize that being different is actually a superpower in comedy?
Yeah.
When did I realise that?
I think I realised it when I was in drama college.
Yeah.
So I went to Rusden. And the first couple of years I was sort of struggling because a lot of the students were a lot older than me. You know, I was 17 and there was some students who were like 40 plus.
Wow.
You know, so I was struggling because my world experience wasn't as big as theirs. So I was struggling to find my feet, you know, because there was a pecking order, I guess, in that situation. And then I think I did something. I did a sketch for because I was doing media as well. So we had a TV contingent where we did TV, and I did like a stand-up, but as a kind of a young kind of teenage Greek. And I think that sort of made me feel like I was winning.
Mm.
And then when I auditioned for something else, I did another joke. You know, I played a character called Pepe. Which I did on Star Search actually, which was it was a TV show, but there was different segments. There was singing, there was comedy, there was.
I didn't know that we had Star Search in Australia.
It was a show called Star Search.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm familiar with
Greg
Star
Evans
Search.
was the host.
Okay.
So I was on it with Simon Palomares, and we did one episode. We lost our heat, but they invited us back for a special. But then I went on my own, and I won, I think 7 or 8 times.
Wow.
And I ended up in the final. I lost the final because I ran out of material.
No.
I ran because I had one routine ready, and I'd win. And I didn't think I'd be winning, so they'd invite me back the next night to do. So I'd have to write a 3-minute routine within that time frame overnight.
Mm.
So I was just making it, and then the last one I was beaten by a double act.
Oh wow.
But that gave you a lot of exposure at the time because it was on telly and stuff.
Great exposure.
So coming back on the show
So people
opened
was
up your name.
Yeah.
Wow.
They gave me a lot of exposure, which sort of set me up for the future.
Paid off
Pepe
as
was
well.
a bit like a Mimo style character.
Yeah. So like the birth part of how Mimo was created.
Yeah, it was those building blocks that gave me, because playing.
Do you have any video of this at all?
Yeah, but
Why
it's on
put-
beta.
We got to get it transferred and get
How do
it
we
online.
transfer it?
Well, I'll find
there's a way.
a
It's on
way.
beta,
No, I'll
it's on
find a
beta,
way.
yeah.
Beta. Wow.
There's one where I play
Got to
a
get
B.
it going.
You know, I play a B.
Okay.
I play European Wasp.
Yeah.
So, but you can call me Sting. I go. where you call me Sting.
There are transfer places. We got to get this footage. There
know,
are transfer
this-
places.
So,
This is
yeah, and I
great.
kept winning. And the last show, there was one scene where I had a live fish in the show. So on the last show, I smashed the fish on the table.
Yeah.
And then there was fish guts everywhere.
Oh,
and then
God.
the supermodels came on after me, and they were smelling of fish. Same episode, Andrew. Do you remember Andrew?
Yeah,
Daddo?
Andrew.
He was the spokesmodel.
Yeah.
Todd McKinney won the dance heat.
Yeah.
And I won the.
Yeah.
Like we were all in the finals. So, and I'm smashing a fish. There's guts.
But there's
everywhere.
also just not shows like this anymore.
No,
you know?
I think
it's all music now. If you for talent, it's all singing and music.
well, the thing is, like,
Just that.
television in a way has kind of, it's been run over. It's been taken over.
Yeah.
There's no more scheduled timing of TV. It's all streaming.
It's mainly
Disney and
on
Netflix.
demand.
My teenagers
on
don't
demand.
watch
Yeah.
TV.
You know, the TV
on
is
demand.
it's a dead medium now. You know, you just stream, you pay for a subscription, and bingo.
10 years or so, in 10 years or so, it'll just be on, like the news will be the only thing that's live and sport.
Yeah.
And the rest will be just, the shows are there, but they'll be on demand. You can watch all the
anytime
seasons.
you want, yeah.
You know, 7.
It's already happening.
Exactly, it is,
and,
yeah.
and this, in a way, has driven people apart, because I remember people used to get together for a particular time.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down and watch
That's
TV.
right.
Now when it's on demand,
That's right.
They just talk on the phone or whatever. Did you watch or texting? Did
Yeah.
you watch it? I watched it.
Well, it's like Stranger
lost.
Things.
Yeah.
My 14-year-old and I, in the past years, have watched Stranger Things together. So I've gone, the new Stranger Things is on, John. Let's watch it. He goes, I've already seen 4 episodes.
Okay.
Because he's watched it on his
Yeah.
phone.
But they release them
I
so
go, we've got a
quickly.
widescreen
now,
TV.
you know?
Why would you watch it on your phone?
Yeah, exactly right. You know what? My biggest fear, all right, is when we go to the movie theater. You know how the curtain used to open to show the whole screen?
Yeah.
I think it's going to close so it can show us a portrait thing, and that's going to destroy.
Show us the phone
And I think
version.
it's going to.
It's
happen.
not going to be wide.
No,
vision
it's going to be
anymore.
just like this.
Narrow
right?
vision.
Imagine
That's it.
watching The Godfather like this.
As long as
right?
they drop the prices of the ticket
It's
as
actually
well,
what's
that'd be
happening
good.
to our population.
Yeah,
Instead of wide vision, it's going into narrow vision.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Same question for you, whether I asked George. When did you realize that being different is actually a superpower in your comedy?
Oh, it's an interesting question. I mean, I think I realized young that being an entertainer, sort of gives you a lot of attention, you know, and people come to you because you're confident, and through that confidence, they look at you differently. They go, oh, you do something that I can't, that other people can't do, that a lot of other people can't do. Can't get on stage and talk to the masses, get dressed up and pull a character off. It's not the everyday person can't do that.
It can be kryptonite too.
Yeah,
It can be kryptonite.
It can work against you.
Yeah, it can work against you.
People can also look at you and go, you're a show off.
So you've got to, and you do this too. You've got to, if you're a comedian, you can have your wog show, but make sure you've got plenty of mainstream stuff too for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all about observation. Comedy's about observations, experiences, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've noticed when I got on stage that I felt like I could probably get a lot more laughs if I was to play a stereotypical Arab type character.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I would definitely get laughs if I played that character.
Well, you can fall into that character.
Yeah, no. I do have a character. He is a stereotypical Arab, and I got the whole wearing the clothes, and the thing is like, you know, and I was going to do this joke that's been done before, but do it in the Arab way, like, hi, take my wives, take them, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, and just build up on that. But I feel like if I was to play that stereotypical type Arab, then I'll probably, you know, because I think that would really resonate with the audience more than your traditional style comedy.
That's
but
right.
the thing is, I don't want to have to do that in order to get the laughs that I'm looking for.
Look at Billy Crystal, you know, famous
Of course.
Jewish American comedian.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the best shows that I've ever seen is Any Given Sunday? Have you ever seen that show? I think you can get it online. Any Given Sunday.
Oh, it's a TV show.
And it's him talking about Sundays in his home growing up.
Yes. I've seen it. It was a live performance.
Yeah.
He was talking about the 500 Sundays, I think it was, or something
something like
that. He had with his grandparents, before they passed away.
That's an amazing show.
I saw that. It was
he
terrific.
falls in and out of being him to being his uncle to being his mum to being his dad. His dad was a muso, apparently a musician.
Yeah.
But his uncle on the barbecue, swearing at everyone. So you can fall into your... And I get a lot of Aussie comics, like, say, on the cruise ships and going, oh, you're doing all this like Greek stuff all the time. You're always Greek. Mate, you talk about your dad. That's like me talking about my mum.
Yeah.
You're talking about your dad and the blah, blah, TAB and the beers and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm talking about my version of that. So we're doing the same things. So I don't know why you're complaining.
Also, like when you're starting out, you can focus on... If that's a strength for you, you know, if that's something that works, you can start it out with that, grow your audience with that, and then as your audience gets bigger and you get more experience, you can start to throw in your mainstream stuff in between. Like when I started doing any form of stand-up, all my stories were based around being Italian, like of Italian family. There was nothing there that wasn't based around that, to the point where if I didn't know I was going to have an Italian audience, I'd be like freaking out going, are they going to get it? But now after growing the audience and growing your name, I've started to infiltrate mainstream generic topics, travel, whatever, going to the gym, you know, things that are not based around Italian culture.
Did you know Carl Barron was Lebanese?
I had no idea. Really?
He's Lebanese.
And he's never done Lebanese stuff ever, has he?
Make me feel a bit more confident, see if I can try to get him on this show. All right.
He'd be a great score,
He's Lebanese.
I had no idea because he's got such a thick Australian accent. You know,
but if you go to Sydney,
the skin color, of course, he's got the nice olive skin.
He does have olive skin
and all that. Sort of, he's got kind of like ethnic.
I started doing my stand-up in Bahrain, where if I talked about Australia, it works there. They have no idea. You know what I mean? So it would, and it did very well there. You know, like I wouldn't be able to pull that off here because everybody knows what I'm talking about. So there it was like a whole new experience. And so I was trying to be like just like that kind of comic, you know, like but I still wanted to be myself, but without having to rely on Australia too much.
So in Bahrain, were you doing it in English or in
not in English. In English, you know, no, it's an English speaking country, you know, and a lot of Americans in Bahrain.
Yeah.
You know, because they had the Navy base there.
Yeah.
And so all the comedy clubs that were there and the bars that were there, it was filled with Americans. And it was terrific, and I had a great experience. That's how I got into comedy.
Yeah.
And then when I came back here, you know, I got into the rhythm of things. I'm trying to. It's a bit different, but because the audience is different.
Yeah.
But I still managed to,
I think for you, the next step is a comedy festival show.
People have been saying that, but
It's a good challenge too. And with that sort of a thing, you can tell your story. It doesn't have to be laugh, 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 laugh.
Yeah,
you can tell your story. So it's more of a play than a comedy.
Yeah, I've seen some of the shows, and I found some of them more inspiring than anything than it's supposed to be.
So
funny.
Joe White that I was talking to you about, he's a comedian. And he's very good, and he's got gag. But this show that he did now it's called a male
Is it emotional blackmail?
emotional blackmail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's Ethiopian. Blackmail.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
gotcha.
emotional blackmail.
Nice pun on word.
Yeah.
But he tells his story.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what I
And
think.
there's
That's,
sad bits, and there's happy bits, and there's funny bits, but it's not bang, bang, bang.
but do you feel you have to be known just a little before you do a show like that, or does this show help you get known?
Well, he's not. He's good, and he's pretty popular.
Yeah.
But he's not well known well known.
Okay.
Now, again, you look at our friend Joe Avard, he's very successful all around the world. And Joe said, if it's not funny, change it with something else.
Yeah.
So he wants bang, bang, bang. He wants the laughs. He wants the audience to be in pain by the end of the show.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what...
There's
I think
different
that's what-
styles of shows, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what many comedians aspire to. You know, you want to get them hooked immediately, and you want to keep them hooked. Like, if you look back in the 80s when you saw Eddie Murphy's Delirious, for example, or Raw, how he just kept us engaged the entire time. I think that's how many comedians want to have that kind of effect on their audience. They want to keep them engaged. They don't want them to... If the audience member needs to go pee, he's going to hold it in until the show's over.
Yeah.
You know?
But then you see something like that, 500 Sundays.
Yeah.
And you go, that's amazing.
It was. I was blown away because not only was it funny, it was also kind of emotional.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you felt with the character a lot. You felt with Billy Crystal's family. You know,
I did a
not
show
having met
once
them.
in
That's terrific.
Adelaide. It was The Last Proxy, you called it. And it was about a single guy just not having any luck, finding a partner, and then a single girl the same. And it was like a parallel from one to the other. And then we finished the show. The girl comes up to me. She goes, I need to talk to you. I go, what's up? She goes, that show made me cry. Wow. I go, wow. I go, that's good. She goes, it's not good. I didn't want to cry. I wanted to laugh. I go, did you laugh? Yes, but I cried as well. I go, that's good. For me, that's good. That means I've done my job properly.
Wow.
I think traditional stand-up, like it used to be, that's not the be-all and end-all of being a stand-up comic anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, take Eloise, you know, what we saw there. Yeah. It's like a one-woman spectacular, you know, like she had everything in there. You know, like there was singing, there was dancing, there was stuff on screen that she was reacting to.
Sci-fi.
Yeah. So, but she's a stand-up, you know.
Yeah.
She's still a stand-up comic.
Okay.
But it's a show rather than just a talking head kind of
She
thing.
does not
you know.
talk about her nationality. She talks about her ethnicity in the show. But it's not the main point.
Okay.
It's a part of her makeup, but there's a lot more going on.
Okay. Before we get to the conclusion, I have something called here, pick the best. You can either say which
best.
one or you can say neither.
Okay.
Okay? And you can answer at the same time. Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Okay. Jim Owen or Jim Jeffries?
Jim Owen.
Jamon. Have you worked with him? I worked with him. I'm sure you have too. He was just like he was
I think he's an amazing-
phenomenal
Jim
to
Jeffries is
work.
good,
Yeah.
But I love Jim Owen.
Yeah.
It's the accent for me, to be honest. I
Anything
love
he
Jim Owen.
does.
But I don't particularly. I mean, they're both highly successful. But I don't particularly dig or laugh at Jim Jeffries stuff.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
I think he's good,
Yeah.
but it's like he's preaching.
Yeah.
But Jim Owen.
Jim Owen has some
Jim
great
Owen's
great
just more of
gags.
a
Jim
comic.
Owen has got a stillness.
Yeah.
He's got a
He's wackier in a way. Like he finds that whole thing with the eyebrows.
But he
I
makes
mean, who comes up with that?
he
I
makes
think it's
such
Is
like
this the joke about the seagull?
no, the eyebrow thing. How people respond.
that
differently.
where they only talk. He does this routine where they only talk with their eyebrows,
Yeah.
and then he goes through all the motions. It's
You know
very
the,
good.
The punchline to that is
I don't remember the punchline, but there was
the
like
punchline. He goes, you know, when you see someone in the street, you go,
Yeah.
and then you go like that.
yeah.
The punchline is seagulls can't do that.
It's very funny.
Okay. Moving on.
It's great.
Fast Forward or Benny Hill?
They're both
grew up
different.
with Benny Hill.
Yeah. I remember Benny Hill. I mean, I was really little, but I
love
remember
Benny Hill.
At least Benny Hill had the honeys. Fast Forward never had honeys.
I'm gonna go Fast Forward only because I always loved the parodies of television shows.
Yeah.
But Benny Hill, I do remember Benny Hill. I mean, he was huge. You know.
Yeah.
But Magda Zubanski was anti Benny Hill. So when she first started comedy,
I'm sure she would have.
She was hanging shit on Benny Hill.
Oh, okay.
But it's two different styles and it's two different worlds.
Okay.
But I loved them both. So
Here comes a little bit challenging. Fat pizza or super wog?
Well, I had the opportunity to be on Fat Pizza, the recent one, so definitely Fat Pizza for me. But I do like what Super Wog have done.
Fat Pizza, yes, but Super Wog. I love the Super Wog episode where they go into the future and it's like the Walking Dead.
Okay.
The zombie version.
Okay.
But I think they can do more of that. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I'd go Fat Pizza, but yeah, Super Wog are up there.
Okay. Now, here is where you're going to get a bit more challenging. Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
You could say both, couldn't we? That was an option. I mean, you're talking about two.
I'll make it easier for you. If you were stuck for 1 week with only one person's discography of films, would you choose Robert's films or Pacino's films?
I'd choose Robert.
That's tough.
I'd go.
Because Al Pacino's brilliant.
Yeah, it is tough.
And I don't think he won as much as he should have won. He only won that one award.
And think of the different characters that Al Pacino's played.
Yeah.
Where Robert De Niro's is sort of similar. Al Pacino's
got more range,
more diverse. You know,
However, Robert's done a lot of comedies as well. Not all have gone well, but he's done a lot of comedies.
But
Al Pacino is more of an actor. I think. You know, when you look at all the Serpico and you look at The Godfather, and then you look at all the different.
It's very hard. That's hard.
In the second Godfather, Al Pacino acted with his eyes alone.
He's a standout.
You know. Okay, moving.
But
on.
Al Pacino, but Robert De Niro's amazing.
Yeah,
in those days,
it's hard. It's hard. It's like picking, I don't know, cheese with another cheese. They're both cheese, but
and then chucking Joe Pesci there too.
Oh yeah,
that's another level.
Because those two, that's hard to decide. But when you said earlier, for me anyway, speaking for myself, when you said Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler, I went Jim straight away on that one. Yeah, you know, but that's hard.
I was thinking success. I think Adam Sandler's more successful.
It's not about the success; it's about what hits you the most.
But I think Jim Carrey's a better comedy.
Yeah.
In
definitely.
Living Color alone.
But I love
if you've ever seen In Living Color, that alone stops everything.
I love Adam Sandler in that movie where he's the jeweler with the gems.
Yeah. Oh God, what's the name of that?
He's done some great films. He's done some really good films. But I do agree with you, George, that as a comedic kind of character performer, Jim Carrey has been phenomenal. Yeah, in the variety of stuff that he's done over the years. And he takes silly to a whole new level. You know,
now too.
You gotta love.
So there's these characters, these actors that have.
I did this bit where if certain celebrities were president of the United States, you know, like you get a different feel. Yeah. Like if Clint Eastwood had been president, he can tell you the most greatest news in the world, but coming out of his mouth, it would sound like you weren't going to die.
Yeah.
You know, like
Joe Biden had a bit of a drool, didn't he?
Yeah. Whereas Christopher Walken had the most terrible news in the world, and you heard it from his mouth. You feel like that. It's
we're going to drop some bombs on Korea.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop them hard and fast.
Yeah.
Because what we need is more bombs. More bombs.
My bit was
sounds a bit like Trump.
My bit was like, my fellow Americans.
Yeah.
Today would be a day that would live in infamy. You know, that's how I did it.
It's that unusual pause he puts into his structure of how he talks.
We're all gonna fucking die.
Imagine him having a debate. Camilla.
That's another bit. Okay, Sharon Stone or Pamela Anderson?
Sharon Stone. But Pamela Anderson was hot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. But Pamela was hot. She's still an attractive woman, but it's changed. completely.
She's doing a heap of stuff.
She
now.
did. She did the Naked Gun, and she was really
was
really
funny.
good.
That
in
was funny.
But she did
She's really good.
a movie recently about being a showgirl.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know, like a showgirl that's at the end of her career.
I think Sharon Stone. I agree.
But Sharon Stone was steamy.
Okay, Sharon,
Pamela to me is just Baywatch. That's it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's just
Here's a controversial one: The Godfather or Goodfellas.
Godfather.
God bless you.
I do like Goodfellas.
I like Goodfellas, but Godfather.
You can't go past the Godfather.
Okay. Michael Jackson or Prince.
Oh, can I ask you before we go to that? Godfather 1, Godfather
That's
2,
true.
or Godfather 3?
I said The Godfather. I didn't say.
Oh, he's putting them all in one
I think
category.
Godfather-
But you know what? I do
more.
have the chronological order of The Godfather. It's called the epic version, where it's 1 and 2 put together with extra scenes.
Oh, wow.
7 hours long. All right, and that's without the third one. The third one I don't
day.
count.
Yeah.
You know, and that I've seen that movie like 100 times, and it's 7 hours long.
Yeah.
It's like a miniseries. Freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So Michael Jackson or Prince.
Jackson for me.
Yeah.
What was the question, sir?
Michael Jackson or Prince.
Michael Jackson.
So he of the album. All right. Christian Bale's Batman or Michael Keaton's Batman.
Now you've hit like I've got a Batman shrine at home. I've got like a full wall of Batman stuff.
Sweet.
Now what was the question?
Christian Bale's Batman or Michael Keaton's Batman.
That's like an to me for Batman that's like an Al Pacino Robert, but in the Batman world. Michael Keaton is a standalone Batman. Standalone.
You know when Michael Keaton won that race? It was when he appeared in that last
in the Flash.
In the Flash.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
was Batman.
He came
in
back
the
as Batman.
multi-universe. Have you seen
Yeah.
that?
So I saw the Flash when he
And
came
it's
back.
just like this old Batman.
Because
Yeah.
he's the only thing good about that
You know
movie.
what? He's the only Batman that aged well.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
He aged.
But I do love Bale's
What
Batman.
about the worst
Yeah.
Batman? George Clooney?
I believe so.
Yeah, George
It's
Clooney.
a tie between Clooney and Affleck. I mean, okay, Affleck put in
people
the
love
muscles.
Affleck's Batman. I don't, but people do love
I just
the
didn't-
Batfleck. They call it Batfleck.
I didn't feel it.
I like the new guy.
I didn't feel
The
it.
new
So-
guy from,
Pattinson.
yeah, and I like that version of it because it's more earthy and I don't.
Because it's a young Batman.
Do you like the new Penguin?
I do. I think it's he's really good.
I feel like it's more modernized. It wasn't like too much comical like Danny DeVito's Penguin, because that was more like comic book
The
Penguin.
Danny DeVito Penguin was more kind of a character penguin.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was like
that
a
was
comic
the
book.
This is
comic
more
book.
like a
That was a
Marvel
comic book
penguin,
penguin.
isn't it?
But Batfleck, people say that he's the closest thing to any comic book Batman.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Right? He's the closest thing to it. I don't particularly like the performance.
Okay.
So for me, it's Keaton
Okay.
and Bale together. But people say that.
Okay, I didn't have
Ben
this
Affleck
written,
is
but
the
since
closest thing,
I
yeah.
didn't have this written, but since we're talking Batman, I have to. It's come out of my head now. Heath Ledger's Joker or Jack Nicholson's Joker?
That's just like the other quiz. That's just
Okay.
like
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Halle Berry or Angela Bassett?
Hang on, let's go back to Joker because
All right.
because he plays
my character's
he plays
a bit of a Joker too.
a Joker
okay.
in
So-
Fat Pizza.
in Fat Pizza. So
Okay.
Ronnie McDougall is
Yeah.
like if you ever saw the last series of Fat Pizza,
No, but I've seen you play the character.
he turns into a Joker.
I didn't see that.
bad
He turns
Joker.
into a
I did a Joker bit where I was playing the Dark Knight Joker,
Yeah.
and the premise was what would he be like if he was rehabilitated and became a child photographer? All right, so I got the Dark Knight Joker being a child photographer, and I used a
Right.
parody
Yeah.
from the movie where he was about to torture the guy that was dressed. as Batman.
yeah.
Right? So I did that. So I go, tell me your name.
Yeah.
You know, all right. And then I put my son in it.
Yeah.
All right? And he goes, do you like photography? And he goes, no. Why do you want your picture taken? Like that kind of thing.
I love
So,
the last Joker,
Yeah.
which was what's his name? Phoenix. No.
Oh yeah. Joaquin.
Oh,
Phoenix.
but that's a standalone
But
Joker.
he's
yeah.
not the real Joker. But in the second movie, which was a terrible movie.
Terrible.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
But
Everyone
he-
knows how bad it was.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I'm not going to.
First one
At
is-
the end
first
of the
one is
movie,
great.
I've
They
seen it
tell the
first.
story, and the actual Joker is in the movie, but it's not him.
Is that what the second one is telling?
So the one that kills him is the Joker. So if you see that movie, that second one, the best bit is the last 5 minutes because
Okay.
that's the real one.
I'll just forward it to the last 5 minutes.
Or save yourself and don't watch it at all.
Yeah, I won't.
Save
No,
yourself
you have
and
to watch it. You have to watch it. It's
It's
terrible.
terrible.
But you have to watch it for the history because that's revealed, and I've gone
Okay.
Because what happens is with that Joker is he becomes almost like a Messiah Joker, and everyone's following and everyone's wearing masks and going around, and it's a bit like Melbourne now, going around stabbing people and doing all sorts of bad
You'd be like
things.
Uh-huh.
And,
That's awesome.
and he ends up in prison. And in prison, there's a guy, I think, who ends up being the real Joker.
Okay.
So when we tell
There you
that
go.
story, if there's going to be a Joker 3, that might be him.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. I think I will watch it now just because of that. Three more. Halle Berry or Angela Bassett?
Halle Berry for me.
Yeah, Halle Berry.
Chappelle Show or Key and Peele?
I'm not familiar with Key and Peele.
Me too. I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Well-
Well, the Chappelle Show.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
cool. And finally, most controversial one. Kim Jong-un or Vladimir Putin?
I reckon Kim Jong-un is a more approachable guy.
Okay. Well,
You
there
could.
go.
You also said we could say neither, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm
And
going
I
neither.
thought this was going to be one of
I'm
those
going
neither
neither.
questions,
I'm
but
going
he
neither.
picked him.
He's
I
picked one.
I reckon you can turn Kim Jong around. I reckon he's
Yeah.
got a. Even though he's evil, there's a nice thing about
I
him.
think there is. I think there is.
But
I think there is.
Putin is just
Nah.
fucking evil.
Staying out. Staying out of
Okay.
it, both.
Now-
Staying out of it.
Okay, here's the conclusion part. I'm going to give you this is a short answer questions.
Is this a two-part podcast?
No, not today. Today is going to be an epic version.
Oh
the
my
longest
God.
one I ever had.
This is
Okay,
2
we're
hours.
clear
2
now.
hours we've been chatting.
Okay.
I'm back.
Did it feel like two?
No, it's been fantastic, but it's 2 hours.
No,
we've been
I know
chatting.
you guys are probably going to go somewhere, so we'll
we're gonna
just
set
finish
up-
We've got to set up a show. We've got our show tonight.
World premiere for Nonna Yiayia
Well,
live on
we've
stage.
got microphones to set up.
Oh god. Okay, this is the question
I haven't
created
even tried the
by.
baklava yet.
Oh no, we're
It's
going
fish. It's
to.
bacala.
Okay, we're going to finish up so we can eat and have fun. All
No,
right.
I'm not calling it.
Let's let him talk.
Okay.
We're joking. We're just joking. We're just joking.
Yeah.
Is it still recording?
We've run out of
Please.
tape.
Okay, here we go.
Your mum got upset because she thought I was yelling at her because I didn't try the cake. No, I'm going to try it. Don't worry. I'm going to try it.
Okay, I don't know if you've heard of an American writer, actor named James Lipton. He had a show called Inside the Actor Studio, where he used to finish
Yes.
all of his questions,
Yeah.
all of his guest, questions with these questionnaires.
Yeah.
With this. Okay,
How much work have you put into this?
In me?
Incredible.
okay, okay. Here we go. George, you answer first. James, you're second.
Okay.
This one, okay.
What is your favorite word?
At the moment, the word that I'm saying all the time is actually. Actually. It's not my favourite word, but it's the word I'm saying. all the
Okay.
time.
Favorite
shows.
word? Wow. Food.
Food. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite word?
Got mine.
Can you do
Okay, I'll go mine. Anyone that says relax. Relax. If anyone tells me to relax,
Relax, mate, relax.
no. You relax. I'm relaxed, man.
Yeah.
I'm just
The
telling you
worst
what I want to
phrase-
tell you. Yeah.
from my wife? You're not listening.
Okay. You know what?
And then my son gave me one of those the other day.
But do you ever
And
respond and go, what?
I probably do.
I'm sorry.
You're not listening.
Yeah, what?
Okay. What turns you on?
Well,
Wait. Okay.
well.
No. This is not a sexual question.
Okay.
In terms of
Let's
in terms
confirm.
of creativity,
Yeah.
spiritually or emotionally.
I'm inspired by people who create their own success and create their own work and have never been served a silver platter. It's never been about luck,
Yeah.
and luck can come in many ways.
That's a fantastic.
Even going back to George and the crew back in the day, they created stuff themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always inspired by that. Working Dog is a big inspiration for me. That turns me on creatively. That turns me on
that's terrific.
in that world. Yeah.
George?
After all we've talked about, I think, if I can say, wog pride. When I see someone that's in a similar situation to us and they're doing really well, that just makes me feel great.
Oh, that's terrific. What turns you off?
People who have been served on a silver platter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Yeah.
And with that one, I'll say wog arrogance.
Okay.
So people have been put up there who just turn their backs to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question about that, but I think we passed the time. Like
We don't want to say names or
No,
anything like
not
that.
saying names, but
We've all had
when people reach a certain level of success and fame, does it get to their heads with a lot of them?
With some.
And not only in the
not
business,
everybody.
in life in general.
life in
Yeah,
general,
you
yeah.
know.
Okay.
You know, with the,
Well, that's always sad to
we know
see.
with friends, families,
Yeah.
relatives, there's some people that just go, I've made it back.
Yeah.
It's like Tahir says that joke, you know. I came here and I got my my residency from Turkey. And then my family came over and they tried to speak to me, and I said, "Fuck off, wogs."
Okay.
But we should clear not everybody, right? Like there are people that do, but not everybody. There are beautiful, humble people that
generous and
correct.
Well,
and willing to help.
look at us. You know, we accept everyone unless they're insulting or aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy to talk to them.
Okay. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck you.
It's nothing creative. It's probably just the word fuck.
Yeah, there you go.
My favourite Greek one is Gamoto Karatoshu.
Okay, there you go.
Fuck your horns.
Yeah. We have one. I'm sure you've heard this
And
one.
my favourite English one is, what is it?
Probably for me, it's fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, more than just fuck. It's
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Okay.
As a phrase. Yeah.
What sound or noise do you love?
Sound or noise.
Can I tell you the one I hate?
That's the next question.
Okay.
I knew that was coming too. What sound or noise?
I reckon a crunch, like when you eat a potato chip.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
People's laughter.
Okay.
that's a good
From
That's a
our
great
audience. That I do, and I don't mean it to sound like because we're no, but in all seriousness, when you're doing comedy and you hear that laughter come back, that fulfills it. Yeah,
touches the soul.
Yeah, and when you hear the belly laughs, it just escalates to a whole new level.
wave
Yeah.
of laughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow-up question. What sound or noise do you hate?
Apple peel.
Feel.
Apple peel. That's interesting.
You know, people hate the scratching sound on the
Yeah.
middle and
Oh, I hate that
apple
too.
peel. Just that. I can't handle it.
I need to preface by saying I have nothing against dogs, but the sound of a barking dog in the morning, the relentless
Malteser.
barking, whatever, any of that relentless barking, which is usually more to do with the owners than the dog itself. It's obviously, that does my head in. Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Okay. So I was thinking one stage that if I gave it up, it was a few years back, that I'd become an auctioneer.
Oh, nice.
Really?
But growing up, I wanted to be an architect.
In another universe, I'd love to be a pilot.
Okay.
In another universe,
What profession would you not like to do?
I don't think I could handle working in the funeral industry. I just think
No,
It's a dead business.
You reckon you could do that? Yeah. I think I'd just be too upset.
It'd have to be a tough industry.
Takes a certain person to work.
One of my best mates and our best man is a barrister. And he works from 6 in the morning to 7 at night, 6 days a week. And then he goes home and he reads again the brief for the next day. It's just relentless. There's no rest. I couldn't do that.
Okay.
Also, much respect to anyone who's got a job that's cleaning public toilets. I wouldn't want that job.
Final.
But you can wash your hands up.
Yeah, I still wouldn't want the job. Cleaning public toilets. Let's leave it.
It's a
Leave
good
it
job.
there.
If you had a contractor.
You'd be paid. You'd want to get paid a lot of money to clean
What
public
about
toilets.
a nurse? Oh, that's a tough gig.
I think
You'd
I would
see.
have chosen execution, but
angels.
that's so bad. I wouldn't want to do that job. Flip the
angels.
switch.
But this goes to prove that we are all on this earth to fulfill each other, and help it. There's someone for every job, and every job is needed. It's important.
I had a colonoscopy the other day.
Oh wow.
Okay. Do you know where I had it?
Yeah.
Box Hill. So
The butthole. I'll get under there.
Yeah, he's not. He's from here.
anyway, I
It's
was
in
thinking
Melbourne.
about my gastroenterologist. His job probably gets paid a lot of money.
Yeah, it'd be
my
us.
specialist is sticking his hand and looking up people's asses every day of his life for the rest of his working life.
Yeah, that's a proctologist for you.
So there's that. There's the smell. There's what's apart from the money? What's in it for you? I'd rather clean
Yeah,
than have to. And these are infected asses. These aren't clean asses. These are asses that are red raw.
You know what? I think it's uncomfortable for both sides. More for the patient, I think, than it would be for the doctor, because the doctor probably developed a stomach for it after a while. But as going in as a patient, oh God, now I've got to pull my pants.
But then once they put you to sleep,
well, that's the best part, isn't it?
What would be fun being an anesthesiologist?
Yeah, okay. You know what? Just to watch them
just letting people go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I was.
I wonder if they take selfies when they're.
Well, I was telling a joke when they put me, like, it's 2 weeks ago or something, and he was putting me under, and I didn't know. So I'm telling you, I go, this reminds me of this joke this comedian told me, and he said there's a guy, and that's all I remember. Then I woke up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, did I finish the joke?
It's incredible.
Or did I get up to there's this guy?
Yeah.
And
when I had surgery in my hand, they asked me to count back from 100. I got to like 97 and I was gone.
Yeah. You don't get anywhere. You don't get anywhere.
Good. Yeah. I'm finally made it that far. Okay, final question. If heaven exists,
yes,
what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gate?
Oh, wow. God.
He'd say,
you made it.
So what did you do with your body? You stuffed it. You lost your hair. You broke your bones. You've had so many surgeries.
I gave you a body and you stuffed it.
But
what did you do?
Good effort. Good effort out there. You're a good bloke. So good on you.
Well done.
Yeah, well done is actually what I was going to pick.
Okay.
Just well done. Well done.
Well done to both of you for coming here. Because my question to you guys, you're very well known. My only question is, why are you here? Like, why would you go out of your way to come to a very local based type of podcast? Like,
James had no choice.
He dragged me over. No, George touched on this before. It's about being humble and supporting everybody. And there's no reason to say no. Why do we have to say no?
The reason for me is when I met you, you just said the nicest things about my performance.
Oh, okay.
And, you weren't Greek and you weren't Italian. You're from another world, but what you said just made me feel great.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad I rehearsed to say that before. Yeah,
yes, it was ChatGPT actually. Is that on ChatGPT?
Well, James and George, thank you.
The show was terrible.
And we love talking, as you can see. So we love a chat.
I can't begin to express how much this means to me. Be a huge fan of you, and I'm only becoming to learn about your work. So again, you guys really touched my heart for being here. Thanks for coming. Thank you for those who have watched it live. Kent, I know you're the only one.
We've been live.
All right. And again, thanks for joining us in this episode of The Magic Hour. Please follow me on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency and follow me on my YouTube at Majid and Dairy. And be sure to catch these guys tonight, tomorrow, and not tomorrow because I bought the last 2 tickets. Come by on Sunday night at Oakton.
Nonna and
the Founders. So what's Nonna and Yiayia?
At the
Founders restaurant
in Oakton.
Yeah.
And book through fringetix.com.
Yeah, don't call us. We've got no tickets.
All right, guys.